Hi everybody, welcome back to Nature Kids, and today we'll be doing History Grade 9 English Medium Second Term Test Question and Answers Part 3. So now let's get started with the paper. No, not paper. Anyway, let's just get started with question and answers because there's like, I don't know, a few, and I want to get this done with quickly. Hikkaduwa Sri Sumangala Thero. Hikkaduwa Sri Sumangala Thero was one of the most respected Buddhist monks of the Buddhist revival movements in Sri Lanka. At a time when Buddhism declined under British rule and Christian missionary influence, he worked tirelessly to protect Buddhism and Sinhala culture. He established and developed Buddhist schools, encouraged the study of Sinhala, Pali, and Sanskriti, and trained many young Buddhist monks. He also supported the establishment of higher education institutions such as Vidyodaya Pirivena. Through his leadership, writings, and religious activities. He inspired the Sinhala Buddhist community to preserve their religion, language, and national identity. Migettuwate Gunananda Thero. Migettuwate Gunananda Thero was one of the greatest Buddhist preachers and defenders of the Buddhism during the colonial period. He became famous for participating in several public debates with Christian missionaries, especially the Panadura debate in 1873. His deep knowledge of the Buddhism and powerful speeches strengthened the confidence of Buddhists throughout the country. His victory attracted international attention and inspired many foreigners, including Henry Steele Olcott, to support Buddhism in Sri Lanka. His contribution played a major role in the Buddhist revival movement. Henry Steele Olcott. Colonial Henry Steele Olcott was an American lawyer and co-founder of the Theosophical Society who became a devoted supporter of Buddhism. After learning about Buddhism through the Pandur debate, he came to Sri Lanka and formally embraced Buddhism. He established many Buddhist schools, helped improve Buddhist education, and designed the Buddhist flag, which later became the international symbol of Buddhism. He also worked to obtain equal rights for Buddhists under British rule. His services greatly strengthened Buddhist education and religious revival in Sri Lanka. Anagarika Dharmapala. Anagarika Dharmapala was one of the greatest national heroes and Buddhist revival leaders in Sri Lanka. He founded the Mahabodhi Society to restore Bodhi holy places in India, especially Bodhi Gaya. He encouraged Buddhists to value their religion, culture, and national heritage while promoting education, morality, and discipline. Through speeches and writing both in Sri Lanka and abroad, he spread Buddhist teaching internationally and inspired Sri Lankans to work for national independence and religious revival. Armuga Navalar. Armuga Navalar was the pioneer of Hindu revival movement among the Tamil community in Sri Lanka. He worked hard to protect Hinduism from missionary influence by establishing Hindu schools and publishing Tamil religious books. He promoted Tamil language, literature, saved religious education. His effort helped preserve Hindu traditions and strengthen religious and cultural identity among Sri Lankan Tamils. Ponnabalam Ramanathan. Ponnabalam Ramanathan was a distinguished lawyer, statesman, and leader of the Hindu revival movement. He represented the people in the Legislative Council and worked to protect the rights of all communities. He promoted Hindu education, encouraged the study of Tamil language and culture, and supported educational institutions. His leadership helped strengthen Hindu religious identity while contributing to the political development of Sri Lanka. Muhammad Qasim Sidilebe. Sidilebe was the leading figure of Muslim revival movement in Sri Lanka. He believed the modern education was essential for the progress of Muslim community. He established Muslim schools, encouraged the study of English together with Islamic education, and published newspapers and books to spread knowledge. He also worked for social reforms and encouraged Muslims to participate in modern education while preserving their religious values. T.B. Jaya. T.B. Jaya was an outstanding educationist, national leader, and one of the pioneers of Muslim education in Sri Lanka. As the principal of Sahira College, he transformed it into one of the country's leading schools and promoted modern education among Muslim youth. He also played an important role in Sri Lanka's independence movement and worked to promote unity among Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims, and other communities. His contribution to education, national unity, and public service made him one of Sri Lanka's most respected leaders. Explain the main reasons for the religious and national revival in Sri Lanka during the 19th century. The spread of Christianity by missionary organization, the decline of traditional religious and cultures, lack of government support from Sinhala and Tamil education, fear that Sri Lanka culture would disappear under British rule. Name 5 major missionary organizations that came to Sri Lanka during British rule: London Missionary Society, Baptist Missionary Society, Wesleyan Methodist Missionary Society, American Ceylon Mission, Church Missionary Society. What was the main objective of the missionary society? Not society, organization. Their main objective was to spread Christianity throughout Sri Lanka by using education, publications, and social service activities, and etc. I guess, yeah. Explain how missionary schools helped spread Christianity. Missionary schools provided education in Sinhala, Tamil, and English while teaching Christianity and promoting Western culture. Many students later embraced Christianity to obtain government employment. Why did many wealthy Sri Lankan families embrace Christianity during British rule? English education was necessary for government jobs. Missionary schools offered better educational opportunities. Christianity was associated with social prestige and employment. State 4 methods used by missionaries to spread Christianity in Sri Lanka: establishing schools, publishing books and newspapers, delivering public lectures, carrying out social service activities. Mention 3 publications printed by missionary organization: Masika Thega, Urgala, Lanka Nidhanaya. How did missionary organization use printing press to spread Christianity? They translated the Bible into Sinhala and Tamil, printed religious books, newspapers, and magazines, and distributed them throughout the country. Why did missionary activities have less success in rural areas than in urban areas? People in rural areas remain loyal to their traditional religion, while many educated and wealthy people in urban areas accepted Christianity for educational and employment opportunities. Explain 4 reasons for the success of missionary activities: government support, missionary schools, printing presses and publications, strong financial resources and organizations. State 5 important features of the Buddhist revival movement: establishment of Pirivenas, establishment of printing presses, conducting religious debates, establishment of Buddhist schools, protection of Sri Lankan culture. Why was the establishment of Pirivenas important during the Buddhist revival? Pirivenas produced learned Buddhist monks who studied Sinhala, Pali, Sanskriti, and played a major role in protecting Buddhism and promoting education. Name the founders of the following Pirivenas: Parma Paramadahamet Chettiar, Paramadamar Chettiar Pirivena, Wale Siddhartha Thero, Palane Siddhartha Thero, Vidyodaya Pirivena, Hikkaduwa Sri Sumangala Thero, Vidyalankara Pirivena, Ratmalana Sri Dharmaloka Thero. Explain how the Buddhist revival movement protected Sri Lankan culture. The movement established Buddhist schools and Pirivenas, encouraged the study of Sinhala, Pali, and Sanskrit, promoted Buddhist education, conducted religious debates, and protected Buddhist traditions and national identity. Evaluate the importance of religious and national revival movement in Sri Lanka. The religious and national revival movement helped protect Buddhism, Hinduism, and Islam from missionary influence. It promoted education, preserved Sri Lanka languages and culture, strengthened religion's identity, and inspired the growth of nationalism, which later contributed to the country's struggle for independence. So that's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe to my channel. I need to go touch some grass because I've been recording for a long time and now my eyeballs are hurting and so is my mouth. So bye before my vocal cords crack. Anyway, see you guys in the next video and until then, bye.